Good morning. I want to talk to you today about my Happy Body Habit Bookio and why I created it and what it's all about. I created it especially for my Happiness Hour group and for anybody who participates in the New Earth community. And the reason that I created it for you guys is because I wanted the most potent, most efficient, most effective, low-tech tool that is packed with the information required to support a transformational journey from our lower self into our higher self. And it's designed specifically for these times that we're in, of going through a recreation cycle. We're currently in the death throes, which are not very comfortable, and I'm certainly experiencing and feeling the discomfort of that. And I have a series of tools and practices that can support this navigation with greater ease. And even with the tools, I'm finding it a challenging time. But without the tools, I would imagine it would be 10 times harder. And so I wanted to share with you what is actually in this bookio. It contains the assistance through the 3 steps to master the mind, to come out of fear-based thinking into love-based thinking, to break free of habitual patterns from our conditioning, whatever they may be, from being addicted to certain emotional states, whatever they may be as a consequence of our history, of our journey through our family, our journey through our lives, our socialization, our peer groups, our culture. This tool supports you in letting go of all perceptions that were created as a consequence of that journey. By that, I mean perceptions that no longer serve you and no longer support you in elevating to your best self or your highest expression of who you can be. So the past can really live in the past, and you can bring all of your energy, present time, to be available to you to manifest the future that you're wanting. It also guides you through the 3 steps of transforming your emotions from a negative emotional vibration into its highest opposite, positive emotional vibration. So that way our cells are being bathed in positive emotional energies rather than lower emotional vibrations. And each emotional vibration carries within it the key to get to its opposite positive possibility. And I will guide you through the 3 steps to support you in that transformational alchemical journey to becoming the creator of your moods and the creator of your vibration and the creator of your emotional energy, so that you can go out in the world and imprint into the world the emotional frequency of your own choosing, rather than have the world imprint on you or your partner or your culture or your society. Imprint on you their emotional vibration. You get to inhabit and embody the emotional vibration of your own choosing, and then you get to express it out into the world. So just those 2 things alone is enough to completely transform your life. But it doesn't stop there. It goes into a lot of other opportunities that can help you identify your happiness archetype, which is the path that you're walking in this lifetime. And it will identify the specific mental and emotional patterns that can hoodwink you down into your lower self so that you can prevent it, and you get in front of those habits and patterns, and you get to be the creator of your personal reality. So it's packed full of juicy possibilities, and I've designed it to have the greatest ease. So you sit and you listen to me taking you through that journey, and then I provide for you the very tools and the very meditations that can take you into that experience of transformation. And this was what I wanted when I wrote my book. I wrote my book, The Habit of Happiness and the Anatomy of Inspiration, based on the requests of my clients, because my clients had consistently said to me things like, yes, I want to be free of this energetic emotional pattern, but I don't know how to do that. And of course, I don't want to have fear rule my thoughts, but I don't know how to break free of that. So I set about the task of understanding what are the most potent tools out there that can liberate you from those things. And I learned breathwork practices. I became a hypnotherapist. I became a yoga teacher. I became a Reiki master, amongst other things. You know, I also learned NET and various different tools that are transformative. So I sort of assimilated all of those tools and cherry-picked, I suppose, from the best of them, and then created my own tools and my own spiritual technology. And I discovered in that process that actually creating spiritual technology was natural and easy for me. So the tools that I've put together really can provide for you an accelerated jumpstart down your path of being free of the things that cause us trouble and limitation. And we are so astrologically supported right now to recreate ourselves as we choose and as we want to, based on what we've discovered about ourselves or what we've learned to be true about life. We're now empowered to be able to make those positive choices to reconstruct our inner universe, even change our DNA and nourish and feed ourselves with positive food that help us enter into this next chapter of time fully recreated in a way that elevates us to our highest expression of ourselves. That's a big mouthful, but it's not an underestimation to imagine what we can do. We're extremely powerful beings, and part of my mission is to really support us in being empowered in knowing the truth of that, knowing the truth of who we are in our innate spiritual nature. So I invite you to step into this journey and see what rises up for you. And I'm going to be available to you for support throughout all of my happiness hours, should you decide to take that invitation. So namaste.